Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new video over on PrizePicks. Let's talk about the plays today in the NBA for Friday because, guys, today's going to be an absolutely massive day of NBA. Look at what's happening today. We've got, 15 games? Every single team in the NBA is playing tonight. So if you're not making money on the NBA right now, you're doing something wrong. So, first up, before I get into the plays, do me a huge favor, drop a like on this one. It takes you 2 seconds, completely free. Let's actually try to get to 10 likes in this video, guys. I know a lot of you watch this every single day and don't hit that like button. I really would appreciate it if you hit that like button. Now, talking about the plays yesterday, we got absolutely sold by Karl-Anthony Towns. If he gets one more point, rebound, or assist, we green this out. But at the end of the day, it was a very, very good read, and we did nail the other two. So we're still very profitable. We're actually hitting 6 wins in 3 losses in our last 3 videos. It's just happened that I haven't hit a slip. Super unfortunate. But we've been doing decently over on the VIP too. A lot of green stuff. Now, before I get into the plays, I got to talk about where you guys can get the bonus plays and the free picks from me every single day. It's over on the Winnable. This is where I drop plays every single day. You guys can hop in here. It's completely free, so lock in. And I obviously do post my YouTube video, so if you missed the YouTube video, I'll send it in the Winnable so you guys don't miss it. That link will be in the pinned comment. Make sure you're locked in over there. Now, let's get right into play number 1 right here over on PrizePicks. We're going to go ahead and take Stephon Castle more than 21.5 points and assists. Now, Castle has been ridiculously green recently, hitting this in 5 straight games. And he's averaging 28.4 points and assists every single night. This is one thing that you absolutely have to look at, guys. Not just is the bar green, but how far ahead of this is he actually getting consistently, right? And in this case, Stephon Castle in his last 10 is averaging 27 or 27.5, really, points and assists every single game. And today all we need is 22. Now you might go, well, there's a pretty good reason why that's not going to be so high. Well, he's questionable for this game, so if he doesn't play, of course, we'll get the refund and no big deal. But ideally he does play and gets 22 assists here, points and assists, excuse me. And he has done very, very well against us in the past, especially against a bad defense of the Dallas Mavericks, who are bottom 8 in points allowed and bottom 5 in assists allowed. This is a lovely spot over here for Stephon Castle. Now, you could also go ahead and take him on the points straight. I don't hate that. But right now I'm taking him points plus assists. This is one of my favorite leans of the day. And really just one thing we got to talk about, first of all, is will NBA teams be trying today? And in this case, the Spurs actually do have little motivation to try. They're pretty locked into that 2 seed. That being said, I do expect Stephon Castle to play a decent amount, especially in a close game against the Mavs, because probably not going to play their stars super much. I expect Castle to get out there and play a decent amount. And at the end of the day, this line is just too low. Whether he's going to play a decent amount or not play that much, this line is just too low. Now, moving into play number 2. We're going over to Jared McCain, and we're taking him over, where is it at? 19.5 points. Now, before you go, Bam, what the hell are you talking about? Jared McCain's averaging 6 points in his last 10 games, and over the last 20 games, he's averaging 8. You might be like, this guy's an idiot. What is he talking about? Well, I'll actually show you what the Thunder's strategy is. They've got the 1 seed all locked up. They're at 64 wins right now, and the Spurs aren't catching them because if you guys didn't know, this is the second to last game of the NBA season for all these teams. What's happening? Well, they are resting some injuries, and then a lot of rest as well. Caruso, Shea, Hartenstein, Holmgren, Isaiah Joe, AJ Mitchell, Kaysen Wallace, and Jalen Williams. So basically, everybody for the Thunder is out, right? What does this mean? This means your boy Jared McCain can go in there and absolutely run the offense. Topic has looked decent, but I don't actually expect him to be very good in this game compared to McCain. I think McCain's going to be an absolute stud tonight. 20 points. I think he can easily get to 20 points in this one. And it's actually not super favored for most of these books, but this one, where the Thunder are obviously not going to be playing with for too much, right? They're down by a ton. And if you look at the standings here, I'm going to keep pulling up the standings because this does matter. The Nuggets right here actually do kind of want to win in case the Lakers make it and get the 3 seed because they would prefer this matchup against the Wolves instead of a matchup against the Rockets, right? So the Nuggets are trying to win. That being said, the Nuggets can win with their eyes closed against the team of Jokic, McCain, Dort, Wiggins, and Kenrich Williams, right? So the Nuggets are going to win. That'll probably happen in the first half. Then the Nuggets will be up by 20 points or whatever. And McCain is going to go out there and score 20. Like, this is such a clear game script. Young, stud, way better than on the offensive end than Topic, Dort, Wiggins, and Williams. He is going to be their best offensive player tonight, which sounds crazy to say for literally the 1 seed, but there's no Shea, there's no Chet, there's no J-Dub, there's no anybody, right? So this is a great spot for Jerry McCain right here. I love him more than 19.5 points. Now, before I get into play number 3, I got to talk about one thing, which is how you guys can spend your next 5 minutes after watching this video and make $100. Now, am I capping? No. That's super easy to do, and all you got to do is sign up for new apps. So right now, Novig is giving everybody who plays their first $5 $50 for completely free when you sign up with code BAM. Now, why would I go ahead and do this? Well, it's $50 for free. And you might go, well, I just want to stay on one app, right? I already got PrizePicks, I already got FanDuel. BAM, I don't want you to try to get me on another app. I already got my app. Well, here I am to tell you, this is literally a no-risk investment. You put $10 in, you play your first 5, you get $50. Then you got $60 in your account. Boom. You use that $60 in the next week, try to spend it all. If it goes to 0, nothing lost. You literally lost the original $10 you put in. If it goes to 100, you pull out the 100, you go back to betting on PrizePicks, betting on FanDuel, wherever the heck you were before. There is literally no reason not to do this, and at least just try out a new book. If you like Novig a ton, you can stay on it and it can become your new main. There is no reason not to. Go ahead and get on Novig and spend 5 and get $50. It's available in all of these blue states right here, only when you sign up with code BAM. Now, Underdog is another lovely spot, and the reason I'm putting it in here is because if you play $5 on Underdog, you also get $50, so you can literally play $10 across 2 separate apps and get $100 in combined. That's insane. So take 5 minutes out of your day, sign up on Underdog, use code BAM. That link is in the pinned comment of this video. You guys can click on there, and within 3 minutes, you'll finish the sign up process. You get $50. Head over to Novig, do the exact same thing, and boom, you got $100. Underdog is available in all of these states. They got a Jokic free square tonight, and they also have this, which is lovely. 3-man players pay 6.5x. 2-man picks pay 3.5x. This is insane. I did the math earlier. I don't know if you guys care to see the math, but I'm a math guy. Here, I did the entire math, and all you got to do is win 53.5% of your individual picks. So each prop, if you win 53.5% or more, you're winning money on Underdog. And this is with 2-mans. And if you guys think, well, that sounds kind of difficult. Well, actually on PrizePicks, if you're doing the exact same stuff only on 2-mans, you got to win a 57% rate or higher in order to make money on PrizePicks. So it's way easier to profit on an app like Underdog. Make sure you guys are on there. Now, let's get into play number 3. We're going to go ahead and take Duncan Robinson, more than 11.5 points and assists. He's going up against the Hornets. He has done very well against the Hornets this season, hitting in both games against them. And last time, he actually just smacked them in February, 18 points and 4 assists. This one is going to be, I don't care what anybody says, guys. The Hornets and the Pistons is like a new rivalry that we got brewing up here. We're seeing it in front of our eyes as the Pistons, what used to be horrible, became really good. Now they are by far and away, well, the best team in the East, seeding-wise. What happened, the Pistons were like horrible a couple years ago, 3 years ago. The Hornets have been horrible. Now the Hornets are on the come up, and the Pistons seem like they're trying to put them down. It's kind of a funny thing. And if you guys watched that game a couple games ago against these two teams, there was that whole fight. And guys, there's some animosity between these guys. I want to see them match up in the first round. But that's besides the point. Duncan Robinson here has been very good against the Hornets. And with Kevin Huerter being questionable, he will likely not play as many minutes as he usually does, meaning Duncan Robinson will get a lot of minutes. And he's also hit this in 9 straight games. The line's a little bit too low. If he gets 3 threes, guy like D-Rob could definitely hit that. Even just 2 threes, few assists, and get to the line once or twice. Very doable for Duncan Robinson. That's all I got for this video. I appreciate you watching. One more time, if you're watching to the end, drop a like on this one. Let's make some money.